What's up, Alpha? How's it going? I'll probably start doing these sort of streams probably. We just talk Southampton. Because I feel like it's better to do it on stream than just make a video. My mic keeps echoing. Wait. Is it better now? Let me have it's better now? Yeah, sometimes a program just needs resetting. Hello, Alex Spura, how are you? Do you have FM? I do have FM. Oh, okay, the members are coming in. Josh and Tom, legends. Yeah, I have Football Manager. Alright. How long to FC 25? FC 25 comes out in 3 days. Well, 3 days for me. Because I got early access. Because I got to make videos on it, man. Will you play it now? Not today, no. Everyone loves a bit of a squeeze, mate. Who doesn't love it? All right, let's have a yarn, mate. Let me pull this up. Has the whole day of that fantastic result soaked in for you boys? Because it's soaked in for me. Looking forward to this stream. I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just making it up as I go along. Who has Saints got next? Everton in the cup and then Ipswich in the league. Honestly just said, I was like, I should make a video about this. I should make a review about it. And I was just like, I can't be bothered. So I went, I'll just stream instead. Be easier. Why do you watch as long as keep going down? There's different copyright. It's commentary copyright. Like the last one didn't get it, but I just took it down regardless because it's sort of like maybe the fact I privated it straight away. I didn't have to do anything stupid with it. I mean, I could make it unlisted maybe and see if that like would copyright it. I don't know. I mean, I can make it unlisted. I could make them members only. That's actually a good idea. Never let Archer take a penalty again. I mean, I've seen like a few opinions. Also, Vic, now, can you, maybe I can do it. I want to post some clips on Twitter if certain things get talked about that are good clips. I don't know if you can just timestamp it on the VOD. I don't know if you can do that, but otherwise I'll have to do it. But no, I've seen people say like, you know, you know, he's new to the club. He's not, you know, got a Premier League goal yet for us, and he needs to step up for experience. He's a striker and all this stuff. I'm thinking, just because someone's a striker doesn't mean that they take the penalties. That sort of doesn't make sense to me. It's whoever's going to score. Who's most likely to score? How much longer do you give Russell Martin? I mean, if we stay competitive, even though at the moment, not so much, but if we are sort of 10, 12, 15 games in, we're in relegation by a couple points, you keep him. If we were sort of on 10 points and we're already 10 points behind people and in October, November, December, then I would sort of start to go, okay, maybe we need to change. Even if it, like, I don't think Russell Martin is at fault for a lot of the issues we have. I don't think Russell Martin's the issue. But there does become a point where it's like, are you willing to go back to the championship with him after potentially a horrendous season and then try and get promoted again? because you've made so many signings, you've spent money. Are you really willing to take that bet on Russell Martin to bounce back again, have to sell a lot of assets again for less than we paid them? You know, it's sort of a risk. Archer, never felt with Archer taking that pen. Brereton should have taken it. I mean, I've heard that Brereton has 100% penalty taking, and Archer's never taken one in an actual game. So for me, that's already a red flag. I mean, Brereton hasn't filled me with much confidence. So that's already quite annoying. Because he was holding the ball. So I thought he was going to take it. But I just assume he took penalties because he's a striker. Well, like, strikers typically are the best at shooting. But you have anomalies. So you have like a Ward-Prowse, right, who's the best set piece taker. You have other players who are very good from the spot. It doesn't always have to be a... Not every striker is good at penalty. Like, would you say Adam Armstrong's good at penalties? No. But he takes it because we don't really have anyone else that will step up. If we lose our next 2 league games, I reckon that'll be the turning point. So we have Ipswich and we have... What's the next one after that? Hold on, let me search it up. Ipswich and then Bournemouth. Okay, so Ipswich, then Bournemouth, then Arsenal as our next 3 games in the league. I mean, that Ipswich one is massive. That one's really huge. Don't forget we lost 4 in a row in the champ. But that's the championship, though. Like, the Premier League, like, these losses aren't the championship losses, you know? Like, a lot of these games, like, against Nottingham Forest, it wasn't even a game. Like, we couldn't function in the slightest. What's up? SYX. Ramsdale does not deserve to concede 6 goals and 2. I mean, in reality, right, if we're being genuine about this, if Ramsdale wasn't in goal and it was McCarthy or Bazunu, we'd probably get hit for 6, 7, 8. And I'm not even joking. Like, Ramsdale pulled off probably 3 or 4 really good saves that I doubt McCarthy or Bazunu would have saved. I feel like, and I've seen on Twitter, like, people like, oh, Ramsdale, you know, non-Southampton fans, Ramsdale's this, Ramsdale's that. I'm like, Jesus Christ, brother. Ramsdale was a fantastic shot stopper. And, like, they say he overdives and he's bad with his feet and stuff. I mean, Jesus Christ. If this brother's bad with his feet and he overdives, fuck, what is McCarthy and Bazunu? Not even comparable. First United goal, though, Josh Ramsdale, man. It wasn't Ramsdale, man. That was Stevens, man. Stevens had a cracker. To be fair, I'll talk about sort of the first 35 because that was when we functioned. The first 35, United weren't even in the game. Like, we were so dominant, so good. We created a few chances, obviously got the penalty, and we had a fantastic first 30, 35 minutes. And this is the main issue that I see that sort of alerted me the most out of this performance. How can you be so good for 30 to 35 minutes and then a simple thing is a missed penalty? It's not like penalties have never been missed before. Like, yes, it's a big opportunity to take the lead and it'll be a deserved lead. But to suddenly go 30 minutes of really good play, 35 minutes of really good play, get a massive chance of a penalty, it's saved, whip-de-doo-dah, and then to not have another shot, to not be able to really function as a team again. I mean, that really is the most concerning thing, and not so much the result or the second half performance, but the concerning part for me is when something significant happens in the game, and it's the same as when we concede a goal, we just collapse. Mentally gone. We cannot mentally bring it back. You'd expect when we missed the penalty, United score, they would go, Jesus, we need to step it up. But no, we concede again. Okay, half time, 2-0 down. We had a shocking last 10 minutes of the half. Surely we step it up. And we can't function. There's a mental block there. And that's not exactly anything new. I mean, we've only turned around deficits like 3 times in the Premier League in the last like 6-7 years or something ridiculous. Like, we don't turn around games. It's a whole mental issue. And that's what concerns me the most, because when you're a newly promoted team, you're going to concede first. You're going to miss chance. You're not the best team in the league anymore like you would have been in the championship. And to have that lack of mental strength is a massive, massive problem. That's all good, Tom. Yeah, no. I'm not, I hate United, but, United deserve to win. Like, we were dreadful in the last 60 minutes. We only conceded twice with back five, by the way. As soon as we switched back four, we conceded 6. And we conceded, I guess you're including are you including the Cardiff game? You are probably, yeah. Yeah, I mean, back 3/5 is better defensively. I mean, that is just common knowledge. That is common understanding of football. I mean, more defenders, better defensively. It's not that difficult. And if you look back at the goals we conceded, especially the Brentford game, I mean, Jesus Christ, what was our defenders doing? Newcastle gave them a goal, and it was shocking individual stuff, but defensively wise, did Newcastle have any chances? Yes, we can say, yeah, they were down 10 men, but did they really have any chances? No. Did Brentford have a major amount of chances that we didn't gift to them? Yes, they had a couple, but not as many as what we gifted them. And then we have Nottingham Forest, where on another day, if their attackers were a bit more clinical going forward, it could have been a nightmare scenario, honestly. Because Nottingham Forest, would they have like 25 shots? If they were just a little bit more clinical, we could have been absolutely destroyed. But the back four, the thing about that, like, again, it's like, if you play a back four, you're typically going to be more attacking, which is fine. And we showed in the first 30, 35 minutes that we can do that with a back four. But then it's the issues that are obvious. Individuals. Now, I can pull up the goal. Well, I can't show them, but I can pull up instances in the game.
A very good afternoon to you from myself.
Wow, the quality is arse on this video. Holy Christ. It's fine. They scored 2 minutes after that penalty saves that made it a lot worse. Yeah, it's that sort of thing of getting, pushed to the ground. The penalty sort of got you kneeling, and then United's was like a sucker punch, right? And it's sort of like, you've got to get yourself back up from that, and we never do. And that is the main issue, is that it feels like regardless of what we do, all right, okay, I'm just going to have to pull up the actual highlights because that shit downloaded ass. But regardless of what we do and what happens, like, you need to step up and you need to sort of go, okay, we're under the pump. We're going to see out this next 10 minutes and just get to half time. But in that sort of regard, we just concede instead. And concede multiple times because why not, right? Good fun. If not for them scoring immediately, we could have got their composure back. But that's the Premier League. This isn't the Championship. And that's the main difference. You're not going to get time to compose yourself after sort of having a wobbly period. Like, teams are going to punish you for not focusing enough. It's really that simple. It was actually 9-3. There you go. Nah, back four though. Twitter managers, man. Twitter managers. Whoop, whoop. Let me see if I can get a good angle for this goal. Oh, here we go. Okay. So this is fairly obvious. Let me do this. It's this one, right? Yeah, here we are. This is fairly obvious. Who's at fault here? Okay? Now, Stevens has just led everyone onside, basically. I mean, it could be debated that De Ligt is onside Sugawara's trailing leg, potentially. But if Stevens was here, potentially you would have gotten an offside where, because these two are sprinting into the box, they could have affected the play. They were playing the ball. So you could say, okay, these two distracted Ramsdale, whatever, right? But Stevens being that far behind everyone is just not acceptable. At the end of the day, we've decided to do a high line from the set piece, which is what typically everyone's going to do. Because if you're here, then this space is the keeper's. But if you're here, then it's easy to sort of have shots. It's easy to get a cross in. It's easy to get headers in, okay? So you always step up from a quarter. That's just feel like it's common. But Stevens can't be here because him doing that, these guys are all blindsided. They're all thinking, okay, we're all stepping up because that's what we've been told to do by Russell Martin or whatever. We're all stepping up. They're all typically in line. And then Stevens is just like, nah, I'll just chill here. I mean, that's a big error because at the end of the day, that gives them the goal. Regardless of if we can't defend set pieces, because we can't, but regardless of whether we actually defend this well, if Stevens was here, doesn't matter because he's led everyone onside anyway. I'm still shot Rashford's goal went in. Hold on, I just have to move that over there so I can see. Still shot Rashford's goal went in. Well, the thing is that Ramsdale's vision was blocked. I mean, we could have a look at it. Where is it? I need the angle from the keeper. Here we go. I don't want to... So the problem is that here is that De Ligt's blocked the ball. So if like it gave a good angle when we were watching it live, it's sort of like from down here looking behind the keeper. De Ligt basically blocks the ball. He can't see it until here. And then you'll be like, oh, he's offside. Well, he isn't because Sugawara's keeping him on. But that's, I mean, you can't fault Sugawara for that. I mean, it is what it is. But he's got basically the ball's been blocked and then it's gone in off the post. I mean, that's a difficult save to make. He's basically got to assume that as soon as Rashford kicks the ball that he's aiming far post. But he could have easily been aiming near post as well. Because he can't see. What's up, Ultra? Oh, Armour's joined the Martin Auk parade. We needed to push further out, though. Are you talking about the Stevens one? We are further out. Like, that's... You're not going to stand here when the ball's here. Like, you're not going to do that, especially when you have 4 runners. Like, that's a pretty standard sort of area that you'd stand. At Stevens, that's the issue. He should be here. We win tomorrow and Saturday, I'll be confident. Well, got to win first. I'll actually cry. Fair enough. Expecting Les to block it as well. Oh, yeah, you're meaning about the other goal? Yeah, I mean, a keeper's job is very difficult. It is incredible. Like, people act like, oh, he should save this, should save that. It is an incredibly difficult job. Like, that, for me, that is the hardest position on the pitch. That and defensive mid are the hardest positions. There's no debate. That was Rashford's first goal in 14 games, Southampton thing. And we love it. You know, if you're out of form, come to Southampton and we'll give you a goal. We'll give you a win, you know. Thoughts on the red card? It's a red card. It's not even debatable. And it's just an absolute stupid challenge. I don't know. What time was... Oh, second half, So it's probably... Where was it? Does it give a replay? I wasn't surprised he gave a red to him. Like... That's just a red card. It just is. It is absolutely stupid to do. Like, that's absolutely stupid. I'm just being real. That is dumb. Like, if you wanted to stop the attack, you don't do studs up. You just go side foot, just take him out. But because he's done studs up like an absolute moron, all that's doing is endangering the player. Like here, if he angles himself differently, so he sort of kicks him like that. So say this is the top of the foot. He sort of kicks him like that, it's going to be a yellow. But because he's gone studs up like that, you're never getting away with that. You're just not. It's a really dumb challenge. Oh, we can slow it down, actually. I forgot about that. Slow it down. Give the slow-mo replay. Like, look at this. Contact on the knee with your studs. Straight leg. You are stupid. Like, that is horrendously dumb decision-making. Especially in a game where, yes, we're frustrated, yes, we're struggling. 2-0's not impossible to come back. Yes, it would have been incredibly difficult. 2-0's not impossible. There was a slight chance we get one goal out of somewhere and then maybe we can do something. But when you go down to 10 men, it's done. Like, it's just done. It's really dumb. Stevens could be getting a further suspension. Yeah, I saw on Twitter that with the ref, he said some shit or whatever. I'm probably going to get a lot of stick for this. Outlook in. You don't want me in. I ain't got a clue. We have Tim's... Thanks, Alpha. He got fined by the FA for allegedly using foul abusive language. I'm not surprised. Because clearly he thought that wasn't a red. For some reason. Pissed about the rolls. I mean, I'm not going to be pissed about someone rolling when they get that. Like, if they get slight contact, like really slight contact, and they roll around like they've been studded up in the knee, then fears, right? You're going to be pissed at that. But he got studded up at the knee. I'm not going to be complaining about that. Yeah, it looked like a red card for sure. 100%. I was sort of already checked out of this game, but in the back of the head, I was like, that looks like it was studs up high. So I was like, it's probably red. further suspension. Dibbling was class. Dibbling and Ramsdale are only good. Oh, I'd say Sugawara is good as well, but I think Dibbling and Ramsdale were the star players. I mean, Dibbling is incredibly good in 1v1 situations. I mean, he is the reason we nearly scored. I mean, he nearly scored himself with Onana making a good save, and then he got us a penalty. What more is an 18-year-old supposed to do, you know? Lallana also looked good. The problem with that is that Lallana joined us when the game was over, you know? I'd say Downs would probably be captain if Adam Armstrong isn't playing. Obviously, if Adam Armstrong's playing, he's going to be captain. Yeah, Sugawara and Dibbling were good, yeah. Give it a year until Dibbling leaves. Depends. Like, if we were to stay up and he's a starting player, then he'd stay. But then it's sort of that question of, if we get relegated and had a really good season for us in the Premier League, then it's sort of like, is it, you know, can you convince him to come down to the Championship for at least a year and be a star player? Sugawara's so good. Well, apparently Smallbone was injured. I don't know how true that was, though, but I don't know. I saw it on Twitter, so who knows if that's real. Let's talk about their last goal. Because it's literally Stevens 2.0. It's exactly the same. What the hell is he doing? What are you doing? This is like, come on, man. Seriously? Like, are we being serious? Again. The line's here, brother. The line's here. The reason Walker Peters doesn't follow the runner, the reason why none of them are following the runner, is because they all think he's 5 meters offside. But no, someone's decided I'm going to stand 5 meters behind everyone. That is shocking. Like, that is just, again, that is just brain dead defending. You defend as a team. You cannot afford to drop, because all you're doing by dropping is blindsiding the players that don't know you've dropped. It is that simple. And it's the same with the Stevens in the first goal. You can't do that. Now, if you step up and you concede from it because you stepped up or whatever, someone made a smart run or whatever happened, right? Then it's like, okay, as a defensive unit, you look at yourselves and go, okay, what could we have done to prevent that? But in these situations, as a defensive unit, you're looking at the guy who's standing 3-4 meters behind you, like, what the hell are you doing? You're keeping them on side. That is just outrageous for me. That is just simple, considering you can see everyone. You can see him. You can see absolutely everyone. Yes, at the back post you can't see him, but it is what it is. He's not, if he picks out that pass, it's bloody insane, right? And even then, he'd be offside if you're standing in line. That is what it is. But you see the whole picture. How are you here? How are you here? Probably be a good game to test ourselves against a relegation rival without any pressure as such. Well, I mean, we'll rotate the team for Everton for sure. Were you booing too every time you got the ball after you got Stevens' red card? Why would I boo? I'm not even at the stadium, brother. I couldn't care less. Why would I? Yeah, you know, every time Garnacho got the ball, when I was watching it at 2 a.m., I was going, boo! Yeah. No, I couldn't care less. Yeah, last goal was Harwood Bellis, and then first goal Stevens. Second goal was sort of, could we have closed them down more, restricted the strop more? Yes, but in reality, I would put it down to a good finish. Then like Russ' comments on how he hates rotations need to be more, how he hates rotation needs to be more ruthless. Well, I mean, he started 4 players for like the first time, right, in this game. So it's not exactly like he wasn't ruthless. He was being booed because from saying didn't look that bad. Yeah, I know. Fans are going to, even if he got bloody broken leg, people would just boo anyway. Like, people are very biased. Like, even if it's the 100% correct decision, no doubt in anyone's mind, even it looked obvious in the stadium, they're still going to boo. People are just like that. It's not like he's following the run. Well, he thinks that, hey, that ball is going to be played into this space. I need to cover it. But in reality, if he just was there, he could have still covered the space if he was onside. But he's offside by a mile. So why are you here? You should be here. Like, yeah, you may be here keeping these two on side, and that I would say that's fair because you're sort of 2v1. You just got to take a step back and cover the space. But this guy, brother, I mean, he's ages. He's a Narnia at this point. He's just a Narnia. At least we didn't concede to Anthony. Well, Master League, mate. That's all I concede. That's all. That's whoever. That's just who scores against me. No one else. Did you delete live stream? Nah, it gets copyrighted. Fernandez also looked all right. Yeah, he looked fine. Yeah, I know. I know. Not talking about Bruno Fernandes. I know, or Fernandes, or however you say it. Of course, you're going to boo no matter what. What, because it helps your team. Yeah, I mean, I don't get booing for me is dumb, but yeah, people are always going to do it. Did anyone try to block Rafa's shot? Well, that's sort of like that half block. I mean, we can have a look wherever it was. That's okay. Can we not? Scroll wheel, do it for me. Nice. My scroll wheel's broken if you didn't know. We can have a look. It was sort of like a half block. Where sort of just you just stick your leg out like that. I mean, Archer's not a defender. He doesn't know how to block a shot. So I'm not going to say, oh, Archer, what are you doing? That's not his best role. We know us attackers aren't that great in defending, so I'm not going to blame him for that. But he just gets blindsided because it goes between Leslie and DeLitt, right? Yeah. So it goes sort of between them, and it sort of blindsides Ramsdale. Bruno is crying like a little rat bag. I mean, players will do it all the time now. Everyone's tragic these days. Noise is good to a conceded. Well, again, it's sort of that thing of like the level of noise is based off the performance, right? So the performance in the first 30 was good, and then it sort of tailed off, and then the sound got low. But I mean, even I was barely watching it in the second half because I was like, what is this shit? Oh, fuck. I want to talk about Brereton. I was thinking, what else is there to talk about? The Chilean. I'm not going to bother with the highlights, like looking up highlights or anything, but I'm just going to talk about it. Brereton Diaz. Brereton the boy Diaz. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about this bloke because Christ on a cracker. Fuck me, he's ass. I'm just going to say it how it is. I don't like to be too hyper-critical about people that are recently joined, but I've seen them start 4 games in a row, and I don't know why they're starting at this point. As a winger, I've explained this many times already. As a winger, there's certain traits you need to have to be effective in a game, okay? So, first one, pace. Like a Doku, you know? A quick bastard who's just going to go, I'm taking it line, have fun keeping up, right? You got pace. You got dribbling. Someone who's good in tight areas can body feint, but a Dozy, for example, beats players quite often, sort of the body feints, the decent touches, sort of getting just that last touch as he's taking on a man to get fouled or whatever, right? Someone who can pick a pass, who can, like a Tadic was, right? Tadic isn't the typical winger who is fast and pacey, right? He's not going to take on a man and just blitz him down the wing. He was good at crossing, good at passing, had great vision, great ball control, could do it in tight spaces, right? So those sort of players that can pick a pass, can cross a ball, find someone in the box, whatever, right? Or can do sort of combination plays in close quarters. Brereton, brother, has none of them. Absolutely none. He's not fast. He's not good at dribbling. He can't pass a ball. What is this? Brereton, what is this? What type of player is he? And if you compare, now, I was comparing him to a Dozy in one of the games that we're watching when a Dozy came off the bench, but in this game, just look at the difference between Dibbling and Brereton. There's a reason why absolutely nothing, basically nothing happened on the left-hand side. It's because Brereton never takes on his man. As a winger, if you see the opportunity in a 1v1, just look at Dibbling's first 35 minutes. Every time he's in a 1v1, he typically takes on his man and he beats him. Right? And that created the penalty. It created chances. Brereton doesn't. Typically, if you have a winger who receives the ball and goes, okay, he's got a lack of support, the fullback, I'm going to take him on and try to beat him, and if I beat him, we can create a chance. Brereton doesn't do that. He just stands there and goes, I'll just pass it to him. And then doesn't make a run. Doesn't move. Just stands there. Brother in Christ. This man doesn't do anything. And when we first initially signed him, I thought he was a striker. I thought, a bigger man should be able to hold up play, should be able to win some headers. As a winger, brother in Christ. Awful. Actually, I would rather never see Brereton play on the wing again. Why is he playing over Adam Armstrong? Let's be real. Adam Armstrong is not good through the centre. We all know that. But on the wing, he can make a difference. Why the fuck is he not playing? If I had a choice over Brereton and Adam Armstrong, and I don't think Adam Armstrong's bloody messy, but Jesus Christ, at least he actually does something. He makes runs. He tries to get him behind. He tries to do something. He shoots the ball sometimes. Jesus, man. I'm not happy at all with Brereton. I don't think he deserved to start any of the games. I don't think he deserves to start any more. He is not giving... Like, if you had put a Moa and Dibbling on the wings, they would have... Dibbling we already saw did way more than Brereton. But a Moa would have taken on his man maybe 6-7 times in the first half. Probably beat him more than half. It's unreal. I think Brereton needs to be benched, 100%. There's something not right, whether he's not getting the instructions right from Russell Martin, whether he's lacking confidence or whatever it is, he cannot start. Well, he can start against Everton, because I don't give a shit about the Carabao Cup, but he's not starting in the league, that's for sure. Yeah, Brereton has not won in any of his last 18 Premier League games, and I can see why. Yeah, Brereton scored that good goal in pre-season, and I thought, oh, maybe. Here we go. Oh, yeah, and rattling Newcastle. Yeah, getting someone sent off. That's the only thing Brereton's done in 4 starts, is just get someone sent off by being a pussy. Brilliant. It was a good finish in the pre-season, yeah. And then since then, nothing. Delort was showing up, played like a fiddle. I mean, Dibbling had him on ropes for sure. Brereton's got 6 and 14 for Sheffield, so he must be doing something right. Well, he's not doing anything right for us. That is for sure. Because from what I've seen, God, no. Can I get a shout out? What's up, Victor? I love your football life careers. Thank you. I will continue doing them. Where is Paul? Did you sell him? Nah, I don't think he's still here, eh? Yeah, Big Paul's still here. I mean, I'd rather Big Paul. Like, honestly, at this point, how I'm seeing it, right? We need someone who can hold up the ball. Now, we all saw Big Paul's exploits the season before with Nathan Jones, right? And Salaz and whatnot. So, he was coached by buffoons. Let's be real. He was coached by absolute idiots. We will all universally accept those two were not the managers we needed, right? But I feel like the way we want to play, we need someone, like Chatham's did a lot last season. We need someone to hold up the ball. We need someone to just let the team get forward. Someone we can just go, here's a shitty pass, control it, and just hold off the defenders for 2 seconds before we get forward, right? Archer's not going to do it. Armstrong's not going to do it. Brereton, I don't even know what he does. What's the purpose of him in the team? I don't know. We need someone like Chatham's could do. And that's who I thought Brereton was going to be. And he's not, which is very disappointing because I felt like that was the main role we needed when it went forward. We need someone to hold the ball up. So bloody chuck Big Paul on, win some bloody headers, and we'll be good. Oh, Ross Stewart, yes. Again, forgot he existed. He did nothing. But I don't expect much. He's not played for like, what, a year and a half, really? I don't expect much about that. Imagine if Ross Stewart starts against Ipswich and bag hat-trick. I'd be surprised. There's more chance of Tim Askew-Gula just saying yes. Thank you. Nah, that's very kind of you guys. That's bloody awesome. If Big Paul has the right mentality, I wouldn't mind him coming on a sub. And that's one of those things, yeah, like Big Paul wanted to leave, Bella Kotchap wanted to leave, and people will start saying, well, Bella Kotchap's a star. It's like, that's not how this works. That's not how teams work. You can't want to leave last season after relegation, proceed to leave on loan, not play any games, come back, want to leave again, have a failed medical or failed transfer or whatever it was, then come back, not get a move, and then you're just in the team. That's not how that works. He's got to earn his place now. You've got players like Harwood who have got us promoted, Benrak who stayed, got us promoted, Stevens as well. We've now signed Edwards and Wood as well, who want to be here and want to play for us. You can't just chuck him in. You can't, because that's just disrespectful to the rest of the players. If you're chucking in players that threw their toys out of the pram, didn't try, didn't play for us really in pre-season, didn't bother with anything, was trying to leave 24/7, left when we got relegated, like, what does that say to what's that message to the rest of the team? Oh, he barely wanted to be here, now he's just starting? When I've been here every week, working hard, playing, pulling myself, doing everything I fucking can to get into a team. And then he's just in because what? That's not how football works. You have to earn your place. Belikocev's on paper our best centre-back, and it's not a debate. But if he's not in the right mental space, if you can't trust... Okay, this is one thing. A lot of things when it comes to managers and players is about trust. And you always see people have favourites. You always see people that just get played all the time. It's because the manager trusts them to do their job. He goes in there and says, you're not going to play a 10 out of 10. You're not going to get goals and assists, but you're going to do your job. People underestimate the influence of Jordan Henderson because he wasn't a flair player. He's not pinging balls left, right, and centre. He's not scoring from distance. He's not creating chances. He did his job, and that's why he played. Could you trust Belikocev to do the job that you want him to do if he wasn't even bothering to be here? No, because the trust doesn't start on the football pitch. It starts off the pitch. It starts by training hard, being focused, being sharp, listening. And if he's not doing that, then he doesn't deserve to play. And I don't care how good he is, because that's just how it is. You're a team. You're not a bunch of individuals. If you're not going to work hard for the team, then you don't play. It's as simple as that. Hope ABK starts Everton and be able to prove himself. I mean, I wouldn't... I don't know. I don't know if he'd start against them, because it may be Edwards Wood. Completely forgot about Nathan Wood and Ronnie Edwards. Well, now I've reminded you. Can't wait to watch Graham Potter cook with... Graham Potter ain't joining Armour. He ain't joining us. Why would he join us? He's only up for the England job? Nah. Jack Sims is someone I don't personally trust at centre-back. I don't trust him in a 2. I said it before the game. I don't think Benrak and Stevens as good as a 2. In a 3, it's different because, you know, Stevens can sort of step into midfield like he does, which is fair. Like, he has a different role. But as a 2, it's sort of like, typically you need someone who's going to step up and try and be physical and win the ball, and then you have one that sort of covers. But, like, it's not like it's Belikocev who's covering you or Harwood or something, you know? Like, Jack Stevens covering me. He's not exactly quick. I mean, we all thought Ramsdale would never come to us, and look what happened there. Yeah, players are different than managers, though. It's harder to convince a manager than there is a player, because Ramsdale will have a relegation release clause. If we get relegated, well, he just leaves, and it doesn't matter. But a manager, it's like if you fail at a club, it is way... Like, as a player, if you fail at a club, it's not as big as a manager failing at a club. It's very different. Because there's a lot of excuses for a player. Not a lot of excuses for a manager. Benrak, ABK, Stevens in a back 3 I think would work, or Stevens out and Harwood in. The problem is that Harwood has been so bad. So bad this season. And that's one of the concerns is like, he just hasn't stepped up. Even Downs has not been playing well. But like, it's not like we've been playing that great as a team either, but it's sort of those players that sort of stepped up in the championship that sort of got us winning games. Like Downs, for example, was crucial. Without him, we don't get promoted. And then for them to go into the Premier League and just stink up the place, it's a bit concerning. Yeah, Harwood's been bad. Harwood's been very bad. I mean, he was at fault for the 3rd goal for United. He was at fault for a few goals against Brentford. What's up, Rogon? I will bring in Southgate. Yeah, bring in Southgate. Let's go. 4 games in, it's not impressive at all. No. I think Downs has been good. I would disagree. I mean, you're allowed to criticize players. Like, if you have a star player who's not being a star player, then, I mean, it's his job, bro. So we sorted out goalkeeper problem. Now we've got defense problems. Brother. We've had defensive problems for a long time. Probably had 45 minutes of good football in total 4 games. Well, I mean, against Brentford, I don't think we had a second. And then against Nottingham Forest, I don't think we had a second. And then United, the first 30. And then Newcastle. I'd say the Newcastle game was a good performance. You know, obviously they had 10 men, so it sort of dilutes it a little bit. But I think at the end of the day, we had a good performance against Newcastle, shit against Forest, shit against Brentford, and then a good 30 against United. Should play back 5. But I heard back 5 was the issue. Is what I heard. Because people forget pretty quickly that with a back 4, which we played in the league, in the championship, we conceded a shit ton of goals. We shipped so many goals. I think a 5-2-3 is the way to go. I'm going to be honest. I think that is the system. You sort of have, obviously, Ramsdale in goal, Walker-Peters, Suguara as the fullbacks. Then you have Harwood. I'm not going to put in Bella Kotchap just because I don't think he's really going to play a role this season, just for the fact that he wanted to leave for 2 seasons straight. So I think you'd probably just go Benrak, Harwood, Stevens, and then midfield 2 of Downs, potentially Leslie as sort of 2 defensive players, and then sort of have your front 3 of Armstrong, Dibbling, and then I guess Archer, because we don't even have a striker. Unless you wanted to play that person through the middle to be sort of like a false 9 and maybe play like a Fernandez and a 10 who could link the play, or Dibbling in the 10, and then sort of have Cornet or Armstrong sort of running off the wings with pace, trying to cut in. How long do you give him? I give him until it's like to the point where we are so behind. You know, like I give him to the point where it's like maybe 10, 12, 15 games in, we're like 10 points behind. It's like, Jesus Christ. Obviously, I wouldn't let it go that far, but if it was going that direction. We need to start scoring, that's our issue. And we also need to stop making basic defensive errors. I mean, 2 goals against United, the 2 goals against United were basic errors. And then against Brentford, we gave them goals. Newcastle gave them a goal. You have until November, personally. Our next few home games are Ipswich, Leicester, Everton. Oh, yeah, those are huge. You've got to win those. Feels like we aren't looking at opposition weakness. Instead, we try to play 2 passive teams waiting for us to make mistakes. Well, I mean, United didn't even bother pressing us, which was interesting because, I mean, they surely would know that we want to play out. And it sort of played into our hands. The fact they didn't press just played into our hands. It allowed us to really get the ball higher up the field without really any risk. Which is why we created so many chances. And then we just fell apart, as usual. I think we stick with Russ Martin until Xmas and see. Yeah. I mean, who are we going to get? Martin and Analysis need to cook up something. They need to just stop telling the players to make stupid mistakes. Lose to Ipswich and Bournemouth, that's probably be it for me. Got to start making something of set pieces. Feels like, well, I'd probably wait for a score. Yeah, but who's actually good at headering, though? Like, you don't have the aerial threat. You know, we have big players, sure. But they don't header well. Otherwise, we would have scored more headers. Need a new set piece coach. The Man United one knew how to exploit ours. Used to be our coach. Well, I mean, we only conceded from 1 set piece. And it wasn't even a set piece. It was just like a short corner or something. And then they just slowly got the ball into the box. So it wasn't as if like it was a straight corner or a straight free kick. Knowing us will lose to Ipswich, Bournemouth, but draw away at Arsenal. That's how it works, but just need to stop passing around the back like a bunch of fucking pansies. I mean, passing around the back didn't lose us against United. That's what I mean to say. United didn't seem to have done their homework. United were all over the place the first 55 minutes. They were dreadful. Like, it's always funny how you see the reactions of a full-time performance like from a 35 minute, because people are praising like Kobe Mainu and all that. Okay, that just flung. I don't know if you saw that. Like Kobe Mainu and stuff, and he had a stinker 35. The lot had a stinker 35. Like a lot of their players were awful. Like Xerxes didn't even touch the ball basically for 35 minutes. And then they win, and it's all like, Xerxes, what a performance. Mainu, what a performance. You're just sitting there like, okay. It's interesting to see the difference, because United were genuinely awful first 35 minutes. What have you been saying briefly? I went through the goals a little bit and talked about sort of, the issues with them, and then talked about the GOAT Brereton Diaz, and then we've just been talking about systems and stuff like that. I'm an aerial threat. You're a threat to something, that's for sure. We never beat United at home anyway. We haven't beat United for 8 years or something. We can see from a long throw versus Brentford. That is true. Would ask at all forms of defending. That is also true. Who's winning the Ballon d'Or? I could care less. Man, you a dog shit. Like, no joke. I was spending at least a point on the weekend. Like, I don't think United's a fantastic team, but it's United. Like, they have individual win them games. We don't. And that's why they're always in Europe and we're not. I didn't see Xerxes touch the ball. Xerxes didn't touch the ball for like 35 minutes. He only had a couple touches. But yeah, everyone goes like, what a performance afterwards. It's like, Jesus. Forget that when like we were actually functioning and he couldn't do anything. Shows how crap we are instead. It shows how far we can fall. That's what it shows. It shows how we can play this well, and then all it takes is a little wobble and it just goes straight to the floor. As a bloke used to say behind me, he wasn't no good 2 years ago and he ain't no good now. Fair enough. Do you think we should try Brereton at striker? I ain't trying him wing anymore. I don't want to see him play on the wing. He's not a winger. He's not a winger. I mean, I'm more than happy to try him in a role that potentially could suit him better. But it's like Adam Armstrong. On the wing, he can start. Up front, don't play him. It's the same. Brereton, on the wing, don't play him. Striker, may be decent, There was some stat United never losing to a newly promoted sides. There you go. And that applies to a few, especially Jack Stevens. I mean, we all know that a lot of our players aren't Premier League quality. Otherwise, we wouldn't have got relegated. This also shows how much quality and big gap the Premier League has now in the champ. Oh, man, that was obvious, though. I mean, you just needed to watch Championship. Like, we weren't a good team last year. We just weren't. The goals we conceded, the way that we wasted chances, wasted opportunities, the way we didn't control games, the way we'd collapse easily. We weren't that great of a team last year. And now we're just playing against better teams. Brereton Diaz is like Armour. Yeah, he's like the opposite of Armour. Like, he can't play on the wing, but Armour can only play on the wing. So it's like, maybe he can play striker? I don't know. I just don't like Archer in certain games can have influence when a team plays a high line, he can use his pace to get him behind. That's fine. But it's like, we're not always going to play a team that's going to do that. Like, we need something different. And what we need is a target man, as someone who can hold the ball up. Big Paul, get him in. Is Big Paul registered to even play? I don't even know. Thoughts on the Duran goal? Yeah, no, that was insane. Need a new captain? I mean, captain's not based off individual performances. It's based off what they do off the field the most, really. I think Emi Martinez's reaction said it all. I mean, it was a screamer, yeah. I don't think he could have hit that any better. Don't bring me into this. Oh, we need to sign a player to hold the ball up. Yeah, that's what I thought Brereton was when he signed. I think he's registered. Okay. Like, we all know Che could pass a ball. Che could hold up the ball. He just couldn't shoot. And that was it. We needed to find someone who could do both, right? And I don't know if we have. I believe we can stay up. Well, of course we can stay up, but you can't let this run sort of continue for too long. Yeah, we've got no... Big Paul. We're about to see a redemption arc for Big Paul, mate. We're about to see an absolute world-class season. Might be able to play Wrexham in the next season. Yeah, nah, fuck that. Baz ain't registered. Well, yeah, he's not going to be... He wouldn't be able to be fit till like March anyway. And he's not going to play over Ramsdale, so... Tubal can't really control the ball. Who can? Brereton. I don't think anyone can control. Play Lallana as a false 9. Play him as the 10. Let him free roam. Get creative. Get a bit spicy. Because he can control the ball. Is that good? Oh, and we're playing tomorrow as well, aren't we? I'll see you boys tomorrow as well. Watch the 2 absolute stinkers play off in the Carabao Cup. Hey, come on. Everton dropping 2-0 leads twice in a row. Something special. I mean, that's worse than us. Arguably. It's up there. 2 retards fighting. Exactly. Everyone's going to watch it, mate. It's going to be like a 6-5 thriller because every goal is such horrible defending. It's going to be funny to watch. I hope not, Josh. At least Everton score. It is true. They've scored 4. Would you rather have conceded, would you have rather scored 3 more goals than we currently have or conceded 5 more? You know? They will dick us on set pieces and crosses, potentially, yeah. That's Sean Dyche ball, mate. If they play a strong team. I think both teams, because they need a result, will play decently strong teams. Like, you play a weak side if sort of it doesn't matter, but then it's sort of like, well, shit, we've both lost 4 Premier League games in a row. We're in a bad situation. We need a result. If you don't score, we can't win. So we'd rather we just score. But if you don't concede, you don't lose. It's a different type of mentality, mate. Yeah, both managers need some morale. Yeah. You just need a result, man. It's like when on FM you have like an international break or something and you're lost like 4 in a row and you go, I'll just play some fucking 7th tier team, win 8-0 and then feel good. It's how you do it. It's all about mentality managing. Oh, mentality managing. That's a great phrase. Copyright that. Outlook out. Why have you randomly said that? I'd rather score and not concede. See, now you're just asking for too much. You can't merely do both. You can't do that. It doesn't work that way. Outlook out, Outlook out. Thanks, guys. I'm not even managing anything right now, and you already want me out. It hurts my soul. It hurts my feelings. Whatever, I'll go fuck myself. Me. Why is Paul Mullen biting someone's leg? What the hell is going on? Thanks, guys. It'll be a good practice game for us. Yeah, like just play it behind the door, friendly against like, I don't know, Eastleigh, and then win, and then go, we're in form. You're a Kiwi, you have no feelings. How does that even work? Thought I'd be different. Alpha, you're about to get bloody fired, mate. Now you're ruining it. You're ruining it. I mean, playing Everton is a good practice as a Supreme team. Yeah. Why does Haaland have 9 goals already? Can we talk about that for a second? You know what the funniest argument ever is that I see is that Haaland is a system player and without people creating a lot of chance for him, he can't score. And that if he played like for a Liverpool or something, they wouldn't play him. You know how dumb that is? Has no one seen Haaland play before Man City? Like Haaland at Dortmund literally just made runs and drove past people. Like it's not like he just stands in the box waiting for a tap in. Like he is, the reason that he can't do that is because City have so much of the ball that he can't find space by making runs because there is no space because City have fucking parked it outside their box. Yeah, I hit 6k subs, yeah. That was good, like last week or something. Yeah, it's because football, like the career modes are taking off. So, the Chelsea Master League first episode's on 26,000 views, and that was a month ago, right? Yeah, just over a month ago. So yeah, that series sort of blew it up, and then it's just been consistent. Like every sort of gaming video makes like at least 1K at minimum views, and then sort of like goes over it sometimes. Wait, is the first pack 100K? Is it? Probably. Yeah, there's too many channels now. Yeah, 100K, yeah. 100K, 1 million, 10 million. Them's gonna go viral. Well, I'm sort of thinking like FC25 should get a good amount of views, so who knows? Psychologically, the team and us fans are already resigned Championship football next season. If we lose home to Ipswich, we are done. If we win, a glimmer of hope. The problem is, it's just sort of like you're not going to play well every game. And when you do play well, you have to take advantage of it. Like against United, that first 55 minutes, we should be winning. And then from there, can we sort of hold on? Can we sort of hit them on the counter or something, right, to finish the game? But when you're having a good game, you've just got to take your chances and you just got to see it out. Because we're not, like, as you see, Newcastle, we played well, lost. Nottingham Forest, played shit, lost. Brentford, played shit, lost. United, have a good 35 minutes, lost. You know, Newcastle, we have to get points. United, we have to at least lead and maybe get something from the game. You can't just collapse. Most of us were here pre-1K, I think. Yeah, I need to stream more, but it's like, I hate streaming at this time. It'll be better in the summer, I guess, when it's warmer. But I hate streaming at sort of 8 a.m. and shit. I prefer like recording at 10 and then sort of editing and then sort of, then I'd want to stream. But the problem is it's like, well, it's like 5 a.m. for you guys. FIFA 23 Saints Cream was 2 years of being subscribed to this lonely Kiwi. And you've never regretted it once, right? If you go 0 wins the first 8, well, yeah. I mean, 0 wins in first 8 that'd be a record, I'm pretty sure. Now, I've gained about like 1.3k subs in a month or whatever. I just got to upload more, which I do for FC25. I'm going to try and upload like 6 a week or 5 a week or maybe 7 a week. Probably not 7, but at least like 5 or 6. We lost first 4 last promotion. Yeah, but we didn't lose the first 8. So if that happened, we'd be cooked. I don't care about playing Portsmouth. Couldn't care in the slightest. We even are Portsmouth. Relegation. Haven't won a game yet. Oh, relatable. I mean, I've been thinking recently that I may hit up Matchday Vlogs and just go, because I don't know if I'm going to be consistent doing this sort of stuff, so it'd be easier just to do it with someone else and then I don't have to think about it. And then I'm just turn up one day and then that's it. Teams just wait for Cole Perez to get stranded upfield, then normally that's a yellow card or a goal. I don't think they even wait. They just wait for us to give them a chance. They just go, here's the ball, bud. Oh, that scared me, actually. If they're down. It's just more the fact that, like, I'm not going to make videos. Like, I think, if anything, I'm going to stream it like this and just talk to you guys about football and stuff. I'm not going to make a 30-minute video on YouTube. I just feel like there's no point. I think it's better to stream and then, like, take clips of that to Twitter and stuff, because Twitter obviously has a big thing about that. So, and then it's sort of like easier if I don't have to think about it. Like, they just go, it's at this time. I'm like, cool, and then I just go there for an hour and that's it, and just have nothing and just chill. Streaming is much better, more interaction and discussing. Yeah, I mean, like, obviously I could do specific videos where I completely break down certain styles of play or whatever, but it's like, I can't, like, I don't think it's worth doing that. Like, my channel's not that anymore. Like, because of the break between seasons, is there a point, like, over those two months or whatever, all it was gaming videos, and those game videos did well, and then it's like, shit. Now it's new season, it's like, you make previews and reviews and they don't do anything. Because it's sort of like, well, most of the fan base or people that watch me are just career mode, which is fair. There was one time last season where Match Day content, you asked him to come on at halftime during one of their streams, but you ghosted him. Well, the thing is with that is that, like, it's pretty difficult to just jump on someone's stream. Like, I wouldn't even know what to do. Like, I wouldn't know how to even jump onto their stream. So you got to realize, like, especially with OBS, my camera can only stream at once. Like, I can't use it for OBS and use it for another program. Like, I'd have to figure out a way around that. And to do that on the fly, I wouldn't have a clue. I got to get this shit set up is what I need. But I'll mention it on Twitter or something, because my TikTok's been bad. And my Insta. I don't think I'll make another TikTok Insta. I don't think there's a point. I mean... do you reckon it... I don't know if it's worth it. Because I'm going to post some of these clips that I talked about today on Twitter. But I just feel like doing it on TikTok is just a waste of time. Bunch of idiots on there. You're not allowed to swear much ever. I can easily not swear. It's not that hard. I adapt to my environment very well. Football Martin, yeah, I've seen Football Martin. Like, he was on Sky before, or I don't know if it was Sky or one of the broadcasters before the United game talking about stuff or something. You're loving saying cunt though. Yeah, but I don't need to say cunt. Like, it's not, like, you guys think it's an impulsive, like, I have to swear at every sentence. Like, if I really am like, okay, I'm not going to swear, I'm not going to swear. Like, it's not that difficult. Did he? I didn't look at really comments, so I wouldn't have a clue. I basically never went on TikTok because it was a cesspool of idiots, so I didn't really bother. Like, some fucking random bro messaged me saying, like, oh, bro, I want to talk to you. And I looked at his profile, he's like 13. I'm like, I'm not a pedophile, right? I haven't hit 100k subs yet. I'm not a pedophile yet. You know? Like, what are you doing? It's just weird, bro. You used to enjoy watching Ugly Inside? Yeah, I remember Ugly Inside as well. I used to go there for my transfer news when I was like 15 or whatever. Tell me the nonce. Yeah, that's going to be my next arc when I hit 100k and I start messaging minors. Because that's what you do. Like, if you don't do it, are you really a YouTuber? Yeah. Ugly Inside still has their website, right? So. The thing is, for me, it's like, how I see it now is Southampton content has sort of taken a step back to gaming content because game content's doing much better. So it's sort of like, I still want to do Southampton stuff. So I got to sort of find a new avenue to do it with. So the options would be to post clips of me talking about Southampton on Twitter and then getting discussions through Twitter. Obviously still streaming the games, watch-alongs and whatnot. And then sort of having live streams talking about it, whether they be match day vlogs or whether it just be my own ones. Because it's sort of hard. Like I was supposed to make a transfer video talking about the transfers, and then I just sort of like, I was like, I don't really want to. And then I could have just streamed it, would have been easier, but then I just didn't do it for some whatever reason. Well, he might have got a better gig, Armour. Or he's doing it for more money somewhere else. Hassan was my favourite contributor on the Again side. He was such a calm guy as well. I have no idea who that is. Samuel Freeway is not very good. Danke. Danke, danke. Like, I'd like to stream on Twitter, but I have to be verified. Right? Like, not like a space or whatever, like an actual live stream. Like with video. I'm pretty sure I have to be verified. You know how much it costs to be verified on Twitter? $11 a month. Which actually isn't horrendously bad. But I'm not paying for that when I don't tweet. You'll probably recognize him when you see him. Oh, maybe, yeah. But off the name itself, no. Do you reckon I'm quite a big name in the Southampton community? Probably not. Because I don't tweet. Because I don't tweet enough. That's why. And the reason I don't tweet enough is because I watch the game, go to sleep, wake up, want to commit mass treason, and then I don't want to do anything for a day because I'm tired. I just watch us lose. Can't be bothered, right? Nah, no one knows who you are. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. I'll have to start tweeting. Look, I'll pay $11 a month for Twitter Premium. Get me bloody tick on. And then I'll start bloody, I don't know, posting shit or something. That's okay, Josh. I understood. $135 a year to be premium on Twitter. Unreal. But at least you could get paid from Twitter though, so that's a good thing, I guess. That's probably the best thing out of like sort of signing up for it, is that you could sort of get paid for talking shit. That'd be, hey, that's a good, you know, people make a lot of money off that actually. Getting paid to just absolutely waffle about nothing. They get paid just to share other videos that go viral. That is Twitter in a nutshell. And I rate it. You know, the grind's the grind. I was going to do something, and now I can't remember what I was doing. God, I hate that when that happens. So many bots on Twitter. I don't typically get too many bots. Like, you had that moment where it was just like porn bots every 20 seconds. It's not that bad now, but I don't typically like go on Twitter and look at stuff. I mean, Twitter's a cesspool without bots because you have like, there's no sort of middle ground. It's just this side, that side. And then whenever it's something about something, it's just clashing every 2 seconds. And it's just like, boys, we have a civil conversation. And then it's just like, nah, you're this or that. It's like, okay, sweet as, brother. Twitter's just toxic. Twitter's a bunch of idiots. I mean, I got called a cunt, but can I open, where was that comment? When I said, yeah. You cunt, calling the man a fraud when he scored the goal that got us promoted. Look at you, pitiful ponce. Pitiful ponce, thinking he's a broadcaster in mummy's bedroom. The club doesn't need support from the lightweight good time following like you. So that was pretty good. And then someone replied saying, it's an absolute horrific miss, though, to be fair. We can't afford to be kind this season. We need May to step up to a much tougher environment. Those have to be dispatched. She's like, you show me a striker converts every chance they get. Even the best strikers in the world will miss easy chances. Being called a fraud having scored 21 league goals last season is ridiculous. And then I replied, which he didn't reply to, which is always interesting, right? You have a person who calls you a cunt, a pitiful ponce, a lightweight good time follower, and then you reply to them with just logic, aka he scored 4 in 70 Premier League appearances he can't do in the Premier League, and they don't reply, but they're more than happy to call you a cunt. So. No doubt, but calling the guy a fraud, albeit in a naughty podcast, is ridiculous. I'd love to see how all pricks like him would get on. By the looks of it, he's probably never kicked a ball in anger in his life anyway. PlayStation doesn't count. Bloody good. Yeah, good words, bud. Finding an unbiased opinion on Twitter is rarer than winning the lottery. It's ridiculous, bro. You can't win on Twitter. Like for example, Moist Critical, right? I don't really watch his video. Like, I watch his stream sometimes when he plays games, but I don't really watch his YouTube videos, but he typically has just the most basic fucking opinions, which is just like common sense opinions. Hey, maybe we shouldn't let children do this, or, you know, whatever, right? Hey, this is racist, or whatever. And then people are like, bro, this guy, he never actually has an opinion, he just goes whatever's safe. And it's just like, or it's just like the most obvious opinion. You know? Like, maybe it's not that complicated and that's just a simple opinion. Because it's that simple of an answer. Yeah, he got cooked for having common sense. I was just sitting there like, you want people online to have shit opinions. That's what you want. You don't want people with just pure common sense, because then it's not fun. You can't cook them. You can't make fun of them. You know, it's just tragic. I'd prefer to watch people that are functioning mentally, not people that just make up random things like Sneeko and fucking Andrew Tate and shit, who just next day just comes out with something else controversial for no reason. Needed a Leicester to get points deductions. Yeah, no, that would have bloody helped you. You're bloody spot on. That would have helped a ton. Twitter's full of foolish children. I mean, I've always said that social media allowed idiots to have an opinion. I mean, now it's just bloody rampant. I don't understand people on social media sometimes. It's because controversy clicks. Controversy makes money. It's that simple. The more you piss someone off, the more you piss a certain fan base off or a certain demographic off, you just make money off them. It's that simple. Like, if you have a viral tweet being openly racist or openly homophobic or whatever it is, you have one half of the crowd that are racist, that are homophobic, that are transphobic, that go, yeah, you're the man. And then you have the other side of the crowd that's like, oh my God, he's so homophobic and transphobic. And then you have that crowd as well. And all that does is get views. It's that simple. You could just make an anonymous Twitter or anonymous whatever and just spout the most hatred you've ever seen, saying this about that minority and that minority and that, and you'd get both sides just giving you views. It's that simple. It's just a matter of whether you actually want to, like, sort of lose a bit of your dignity to do it, really. Like, and if you don't care about it, you don't care about it. That's simple. Like, I've seen, like, do you know that guy who is, like, dresses up as the Joker and calls black people the N-word? With the hard R and everything, just, bloody is super racist. I saw that came up my FYP, and it was like someone tweeted it out, and like they were in support of him when he's just openly completely racist. And then it had 20k likes, and I'm sitting there like, so you're openly supporting a 100% full-on white supremacist racist who's a Nazi, and people agree with you. Okay. I thought, you know, hey, calling a black person the N-word probably isn't the greatest idea, but let it be known, not wrong. He literally has a website saying Nazis. Why am I not surprised? We're talking about Nazis? No, we're talking about Twitter and how stupid it is. Just look at Trump supporters. The thing about Trump supporters is that like Trump has the, I wouldn't say Trump has the racists, but there's definitely obviously, and this is the sort of thing with everything. Both sides have bad people and both sides have good people, right? And it's like, you'll have one side that really tries to push the bad side on the other side, if you know what I mean. Where it's like, hey, look, these guys are wearing Trump hats, they're racist, so they're all racist. It's like, oh, Christ. And then it's the other way. It's like, bro. I just say all politicians, like if you look at it, right, look at America. The biggest, like, the world power. Like, they are them, right? They have everything you could possibly need to be a dominating nation. Absolutely everything. And the presidents are the most brain-dead fucking idiots you could imagine. You've got Joe Biden who couldn't even structure a fucking sentence. This brother was as he's talking to fucking Vladimir Putin. Yeah, I wouldn't have him in charge of that. And then you've got Donald Trump who's just fucking, he's so funny because he's a real person. He's just saying whatever he wants to say and it's funny to watch, but it's like you can't trust him to sort of have the power of so much weaponry, yeah, if you know what I mean. And then you have Kamala Harris who is a fucking idiot. And it's just like these fucking idiots are in control, potentially going to be in control of the most powerful nation on the planet. I mean, that's a fucking issue. Nah, politics is just, it's corruption. All of it is every fucking that's why I don't vote. My vote doesn't fucking matter because I could vote in someone I genuinely thought was a functioning human. They get in office and they're just fucking idiots. There's no point. They're all stupid. I wish Latinas dominated. You do not wish that. Latinas can be a bit crazy. How have we gone from talking about Brereton Diaz to Nazi politicians? It's all linked. I don't trust anyone. I didn't vote for anyone. There's no point voting. There's actually no point because they're all fucking idiots. Because again, it's that thing of like, as a politician or as a potential prime minister for us, we call him prime minister. I don't know about you guys, but sort of leader of your country. You're supposed to want the better of the nation, the better of the people, make better living standards, help people in poverty, help sort of grow the economy and all these sort of things. And then you have one party who's very heavy on well-being, we should look after these people, we should do this or that. You have the other side that's real economical, right? We need to make money, right? That's cool. And then one will get in office, they'll go, fuck all the economy shit, we're just going to spend heaps of money on people, which fucks our economy. And then you've got the other side that's like, fuck the people, we want the cash. And then it's like, why don't we fucking combine them, you fucking idiots? And let's go, how can we help the people and the economy? And it's just like, as soon as you have one political party get into power, they scrap everything the other fucking people did, and they get their own shit. And then the next people come in and scrap the other fucking people what they did. It's just fucking stupid. I hate them. I hate them. Just fucking help people and help get us richer, get us feeling better. It's not hard. I'm going to be honest. I don't think it's that fucking difficult, to be real. I think everyone's just trying to, everyone's too sort of biased in what they want personally. They don't actually think about what the actual collective wants, and that's your fucking job. I was watching a video of gym people crushing watermelons with their thighs, made me think of you. Why? Why? We call them prime ministers too? Oh, okay. All politicians only care about filling their own pockets. And that's true. I mean, how many times have been fucking corruption? You know? It's every fucking day. People need to be less selfish. I mean, that's like the one job you're not selfish in. I don't know, the world leader or the nation leader. You're not supposed to be selfish. You know? Nah, fuck. That's why I don't bother with politics, bro. Because regardless of what you think or someone else thinks, you're just going to get attacked for it regardless. I could post on Twitter right now, like, we should all work together, and someone will call me racist. Someone will call me racist. Someone will call me homophobic. Someone will call me, why would I listen to a straight white man? You know, it's just like, fucking hell. I don't really care about much about politics, because there's no point caring about it. All you're doing is just going to lose your mind just wondering how people have lost so much common sense, you know? Like, I'll post these clips that I did today of speaking about Southampton. There'll be some fucking idiot who says, you're just a hater. You're just Mr. Negative. And I'll just sitting there like, I remember getting like, you're like an Archie and Wanker, you're a bloody negative Nancy, you're bloody this, that. And it's like, did I ever say Russell Martin out? No. Did I ever say that we're not going to get promoted? Did I ever say that, you know, that we're fucked? We've got no chance and all this sort of shit? No. I backed them the whole time. I critiqued what needed critiquing. It's fucking tragic. Yeah, finished last place with a new record. What, Alpha? No, that's stupid, bro. That's not going to happen. People just see one clip or one video of you and make an entire opinion about who you are. And it's interesting. I mean, I do the same. But I don't typically voice my opinions. I don't typically go, you're a fucking idiot. I typically just go, okay, I don't want to watch you. Politics should be like a jury service. Anyone who wants to be a politician should never be one. Oh, you mean like sort of, like where it's just randomly chosen? Like random candidate sort of thing. Like jury service is randomly chosen, right? And I'm pretty sure because I'm not registered to vote, I don't have to do jury service, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty certain that's the case. Because I ain't doing that shit, bro. What a waste of my time. I'm not listening to people spout bullshit for 7 hours when it's fucking obvious what the outcome is. Shouldn't it be like career politicians? The problem with that is that you run the risk of really putting someone who's actually brain dead in power. Like genuinely brain dead. Like not just, like, you know, politicians aren't dumb. They try to sort of, you know, corruption, weasel the way through that. These people could just genuinely be stupid and they'd be like, and you're like, fuck, we have to listen to them. Have a good rest of your night, Arbor. I'll see you tomorrow for Everton. Everton. Like, I remember this movie where it's like, he got stuck in a cryostasis or whatever for like 1,000 years and then woke up and everyone's fucking stupid. And then they made him president because he had an IQ of like 80. It's so funny. Intelligent test to qualify. But then it's sort of like, what is intelligence? Like, how do you define it? Do you define it by just IQ? Do you define it by emotional understanding? Like, are you good at talking to people? Can you understand people? Are you good at public speaking to sort of rally people? Are you just smart in general? You're a puzzle solver. You got a high IQ. There's a lot of things that qualify for intelligence that makes it hard to sort of knuckle down who would be the best bit. Yeah. Anyone seen Shadow? Nah. Too busy with his fake girlfriend. You're okay, Josh, mate. You're just nervous, mate. You're nervous. Is everything on TV? Yeah, it's Carabao Cup, right? So everything's on TV, right? I'm pretty sure. Then they aren't all Carabao Cup ties streamed? Isn't that what they changed it to? I know it's streamed in New Zealand, for sure. That's Armour. Nah, they're both, you know, they're both the same. Yeah, it's the Carabao Cup tomorrow. Yeah, they're all streamed on this website, which is nice. But I have to pay $15 a month for it to watch 2 games a month. Excellent. I'll be watching it online. A mix, 50 people should cover it. Do you mean just like getting 50 people into power, just sort of like, you're good at this, you're good at that, you're good at that? Is that what you mean? I mean, I wouldn't qualify, I'll tell you right now. Oh no, maybe my intelligence comes from just pure common sense. I don't know. Does that count? Where I'm just a mediator, I'm just like, that's dumb. Why is it dumb? Because this is dumb. And that's it. That's my whole contribution, but fair enough. Now that's cooking. By the way, Vic, now, what hashtags do you use for posting on the Southampton timeline? Because I'm going to post some clips, but I have no idea what I'm doing because I don't use Twitter. You're going to have to tell me. Oh, Shadow. Is that actually you? Let's have a look. It is not. Come on, don't be silly. Don't be silly. Armor. Is that you? I think it is, right? That's not actually Shadow, by the way. No criminals in power, but what? How do you know he's a criminal? He could have a secret identity. I just use Saints FC. That's it, just that one. You don't do anything else. You just post a video and go Saints FC with like a caption or something. Yeah, I went to search and I couldn't be bothered. This is Brad? Yeah, okay. So it's Brad. There you go. I don't really use much Twitter. Vic, now you're supposed to be sort of the link to Twitter, bud, because I don't fucking know what I'm doing. What are you uploading? So like clips of me just talking about stuff. So I did. I noted down some timestamps for when I spoke about something, like spoke about the goals, spoke about Brereton, stuff like that. So I'll just post those. Points tally prediction for the season. At the current rate, fucking 0. I don't know. It's hard to say because I have a feeling that we're not too far away from getting a result somewhere. But then it just depends on what the other teams are going to do, because if we start going 5 points on 6 points, we're not going to sort of bounce back. We're just going to keep struggling to put points on the board. Go for 28. I reckon we'll get more than we did, easily more than what we did when we got relegated. Nice, Bradley. Imagine we get like 15 points. No, we're not getting 15 points. Saints FC should be fun. All right. I'll post them and get bloody the haters on my dick. Especially that Brereton one. It's going to be a 2-minute hit piece, mate. Wait, Vic, now, do you know how long you can post? Like, what's the length of video you can post? Do you know that? Because I know you have to get you have to pay for longer videos, but I don't know how much longer, Like, is it like 5 minutes max? Use a United hashtag. Nah, because they'll spawn the fucking idiots. And I'm not really talking about United at all, really. I've not really talked about their performance or anything. So it's it's just all Saints stuff. Maybe in the future if I talk about certain things. And I'd like to do stream watch-alongs on Twitter. I feel like that would be a good idea, But I don't know how to stream on Twitter. How to stream on X or Twitter or whatever the fuck it's called. Like, it's a shit. Do you have to be verified or whatever? Yeah, I'm thinking I have to be verified, which is dumb, bro. Go to your application or hardware settings and choose customer service. Click extra on your pull down. Log into your account using the username and password and ask your It's not saying it, but I feel like I have to be thinged. To remain like other social, you don't really need 100 hashtags, you just need one too. Yeah, I know that. I just think it's sort of like what the right ones are, Stream on your X. That would be something. What is my inability to type words properly tonight? You're just on roids, mate. I don't know. You're on something. Because on these things, like on X, it doesn't say, like when you look at the subscriptions and stuff, it doesn't say like streaming. It just says you get longer videos, you get analytics, you can get a media hub, you can get this and that, but it's not saying you can stream. I always call it Twitter. I still have it saved as Twitter in my bookmarks. Like X videos. Oh, that's a great website. Very nice, very nice. I don't know. Can you stream on Twitter without premium? To go live on X from your desktop, you'll need a premium account. There you go. Some of the craziest stuff videos time. Bro, that shit's like unfucking real. Like this has some of the yuckiest shit he was saying. So I have to get premium. Fuck off. I'm not paying $11 just to stream on Twitter. It's fucking dumb. That's so stupid. You should be able to you should be able to stream on X or Twitter without that. And then you get both, like you can't put ads without premium or something like that. You should be able to stream on it though. That's dumb. Splash the cash? Back off. 11 a month. You're kidding me. Elon's a scam artist. He's just trying to make money, bro, which is fair. I mean, if you have a social media platform not making money, what's the point? Like, I don't think Twitter made money. Really. He's just trying to make money, so it's like profitable. People complain about Elon so much. It's so funny. It's obvious that they're just jealous that he has money and they don't. Like, they'll just like, he'll share a meme and everyone's like, man, this is fucking stupid. It's like, I couldn't care less about his type of humor, brother. Honestly. Blame Elon. Yeah, Elon's a fucking idiot. Do you reckon if I add him, he'll give it to me for free? Because I'm such a big name on the internet, mate. Elon like the new Bill Gates. Bill Gates is actually fucked, though. Like, he's actually done some fucking shit. Like, Elon's just like a fucking idiot. But, like, a good idiot. Well, I don't know if it's about a good idiot, but... He's just, like... He's so weird, bro. Like, if you see him speaking in public, you can tell that he's not comfortable with it. You know? Everyone hates him. It's so weird. It's because the politics. It's not anything about sort of what he does or whatever. It's just because he endorsed Trump or whatever, and then everyone's like, well, you're racist now. So, okay. That's literally it. That is it. And everyone just hates him. Like, there's this guy called, like, Evan, who has the most retarded takes about Elon ever, but he gets, like, 60k likes and stuff. And you're just sitting there like, bro, what? Yeah, tomorrow's TTM. I'm not going to watch it today, but maybe soon. I just, when it comes to streaming, I don't know what, like, I don't know what to do. Like, I want to do night streams. Like, I want to stream at night for like 2 hours and just chill. There's 3 new videos that I haven't seen. But I don't want to stream like 8 a.m. all the time for me. As does FM Saints researcher. What does FM Saints researcher hate Elon or something? It's always funny though. The people that like use Twitter so much complain about Elon so much. It's so funny. He has a massive ego. I don't get egos, bro. Like, there's no point having an ego when you're nothing special. Like, if you're Ronaldo, fairs, but if you're just some fucking idiot on the internet. Like, even just, like, YouTubers. Like, why do you have an ego? Oh, you mean just shit takes? I mean, we can have a little look-see. I mean, I can turn this on for you real quick. That's the wrong one. This one. Yeah, thank you. What do you mean? He's positive. Look at that. Look at that. It might seem bad, but only 2 points from 15th place with 54 games to go is to play. It's probably positive. Come on, man. He doesn't post very much. Post less than me. I don't give a shit about that stuff. I mean, all this seems pretty boring. Oh, look at replies. He's such a keyboard warrior in the replies. Is he? I mean, I'm not really seeing anything. Why does he keep commenting this? He has a Metacritic, bro. Okay. Passive aggressive. Can't call them a shambles when you mix up there with there. Ah, we've got the grammar police. Fuck, that is the most tragic shit, bro. Whenever you have like an opinion and then someone like tries to counter your opinion and then you counter them back and then they go, yeah, but you can't spell, and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like I remember one time I had a guy complaining in the comments on a reaction or a review. I think it was a reaction. And, you know, I obviously cooked him because he's retarded. And then he commented saying, well, at least I know how to spell Southampton. And then I look at the title and it has Southampton 3 times or 2 times. And I had the H and the T the wrong way around for one of them. And it's just sitting there like, why have you read 100 character title and then try to use that against me? What the fuck? Any Northern Lights or Southern Lights? No. We don't get any of that stuff. Well, not that I know of. I don't go outside, so maybe we do. I'm not sure. Maybe in the South Island. I don't live in the South Island. Maybe they do down there. I don't know. Taupo ain't registered? Ooh. Oh, Sutton. My boy. Real Donald Trump. I don't know why I searched that up. Oh, I think it was because of debate, and I was looking... Oh, fuck. What is it? I was looking for... to watch the debate, I think, because it was fucking stupid. Fuck, what, H.U. Sutton or something? Oh my god, this shit's annoying. Maybe I should follow him. Alright. Now, this is what I'd love to see. 1,336 posts, 600 followers. What do I have? 152 posts, 381. There you go, bud. Sad thing is everyone knows Ipswich will turn up next week and absolutely roll us over. We're the worst team in the division by a country mile, and before anyone suggests Everton are worse, at least they actually score goals. Yeah, but they conceded 5 more. They've scored 3 more than us and conceded 5 more. So is that really better? I'm not sure. I mean, if we had lost 2 games from winning 2-0, I don't think you'd have that opinion. You're so clear of Son HQ. Nah, I don't know. Yeah, nah, anyone who takes off comments in any regard on any social media is a pussy. Is a pussy. Because all that shows that you're not actually willing to communicate with people that criticize you. So if you have your comments turned off, or only specific people can comment, you're a pussy. And if I ever do it, if I ever turn my comments off for whatever reason, you have every right to call me a fucking pussy. Just true. Just seen that first goal back, and all I can say, yeah, cool. One of them hooked on 60 minutes. It's having their way. Hooked off 60 minutes. What did Dibbling do in the second half? Nothing. Okay, cool. Like, Dibbling it, like, people, man, you know what? I might clip this up. People do not understand the concept of a young player. The motherfucker's 18. You cannot expect an 18-year-old to play 90-minute games. You just can't expect that. He's not physically prepared for that. The under-21s is not comparable to professional Premier League football, senior football. It's not comparable. I hate these people. They constantly say, Dibbling should be starting, he should be playing every second, all these sort of things. You're protecting him. You're protecting him because one injury at 18 ruins his career. All he needs is just one bad tackle in a game where he's tired and his body is a bit, and he just turns the wrong way, and he could be fucked for a year. He's not ready to play all that much. Even said he struggled with cramp. Yeah, but nah, people just want to attack Russell Martin for no reason. And what did Dibbling do in the second half? You could tell he was tired. You could tell he could barely run anymore. You're not going to keep a player on who's fucked. Yeah, exactly. You see a lot of former players just absolutely fucked afterwards. Sorry, and I know that none of it was his fault today, but I genuinely cannot get my head around the fact this football club think Ryan Fraser's viable option in Premier League. He's just a squad player, brother. Shut up. That's about the penalty. I already read that one. I don't know. What does this one say? Do you know what? I actually look at the fixture list and struggle to see where we're going to pick up 3 points, genuinely. All I'll say to the idiots happy clapping this nonsense is enjoy getting pelted every week. I don't think there's one person who's happy clapping losing. Like, that's some weird thing, eh? Like, people think that if you're sort of either optimistic or sort of, you know, not overly criticizing every fucking inch of something, that you are just a happy clapper. Would you say I'm a happy clapper? No. I criticize them all the time. But I'm not going to sit here and say, sack Martin, sack this guy, do this, do that. When in reality, I'm looking at the fundamentals of what went wrong and it's not the manager's fault. It's just so stupid, bro. No, David Moyes is not joining us. By the way, our manager leaves our best centre-back out of the squad because he isn't his mate. Or maybe the fact that he wanted to leave for 2 seasons running, barely had any pre-season minutes purely because he wanted to leave, and then when he didn't get his move, he's not playing. What a fucking surprise. Jesus Christ. But everything I predicted, if anyone predicted playing against Man United and expected us to win, I would have called them deluded, mate. When the affiliate club gets better strike force than the club that's meant to be the epicenter of the multi-club model, yeah, sure, bro. Sure, brother. Oh, fuck me, I can't drop my mates to stop having a go at me when we lose. No, what he said is that when you have a team that gets promoted and you have so many players that played so well and were influential in getting us promoted, you want to give them a go in the Premier League because you trust them to do the job that they fucking were instructed to do because they did it last season. You're fucking dumb. You don't just chuck new signings in because, they can pass the ball better. It's all about being able to play in the system, which takes time for new signings, and it's pretty easy to chuck in someone who's played it all once, a whole season playing that way. It's not hard. Like, it's really basic logic. It is basic logic. That's out the window because I want to hate. Would be stunned if this lad is still in the Saints shirt on the 1st of January 2025. Why would he leave if he was breaking into a Premier League team? After 6 months, he just leaves. Or he would stick out the whole season and play in the Premier League for us. And then maybe move in the summer. But nah, yeah. January, bud. Russell Martin is a proven championship man. Why would we keep... It's one of those things, though, that people really hate Russell Martin, right? I don't get it, because he typically comes across very well. And he doesn't... Like, people will say, oh, all he's going to say is this and that. It's like, yeah, what do you want to say? Oh, we were so fucking shit for the 4th game in a row. I can't believe how fucking bad this team is. No, he's going to say, hey, there were some positives here and there. We had a good 30 minutes, blah, blah, blah. This was unacceptable. We conceded that. That was unacceptable, which he says every fucking week. Like, you could make an hour-long video about this guy's tweet. It's funny. He just doesn't think, bro. He's too irrational. He's too irrational. He's too emotional. He just sort of goes, fuck this. I fucking hate this. It's not that hard, but you hear that a lot, Tim. I don't, because I don't talk to women. So you're wrong. And this obsession, bro, this weird obsession that all Russell Martin wants is to pass a ball. It's such a weird obsession, because obviously that's not the fucking case. It's so weird, bro. They just fantasize about, oh, but Russell Martin got his passes in. Brother's never heard of possession football in his fucking life. It's actually so funny. You know what possession football's about? It's slow build-up, trying to move and move around the team so that they create a space where you can exploit. Watch Man City. They fucking do that the whole time. We just don't have the Man City players. I hope he like learns, though, all well. Yeah, no, exactly. No. Yeah, in the Premier League, you're going to have to change it. If it's not 100% going the way you like you can keep the fundamentals you want to play out from the back, that's fine. You can keep those fundamentals, but you have to tweak it eventually until you start getting points. It's as simple as that. I really like Russell Martin. I wanted to do, I'm proud to have someone like him as manager, but if he continues to be stubborn playing his way and playing, bro, nah. I played championship football. I played position-based football. We get promoted, get to the Premier League. I'm going to play hoofball. I'm going to fucking send it up front to bloody Cameron Archer to win headers. And I'm going to play direct. Every time we get the ball, it's being fucking sent to Narnia. Yeah, bro, because we're just going to ignore the entire year of championship football and pre-season and getting it ironed out with the players we have. Everyone understands their role and what they're supposed to do in the team. But we're going to check that out the window because we're playing slightly better teams now. So we're just going to fucking play hoofball. Yeah, nah, that's bloody spot on, brother. Jesus Christ. That's just so dumb. We can't afford top-rate players. That's a problem with Russell Martin's tactics, which is fair. That's a fair criticism. But also, Russell Martin's tactics may be risky in certain moments, but if you look back at all the goals we conceded, I'd say about 80% of them are just fucking basics. Like, I shouldn't have to tell my centre-back to step up in the line with the rest of the back line. I shouldn't have to tell my centre-backs to not run into each other. You know? Like, a lot of them are super... I shouldn't have to tell Archer just to score a penalty. I shouldn't have to tell Armstrong to tap it in from 6 yards. You know, there's a lot of things that happen. I shouldn't tell McCarthy to pass it to them, you know? Because that's, again, like when I said in my Southampton review of the Newcastle game, the McCarthy pass is solely on McCarthy. He could have easily passed it to his right, but when he receives the ball, he's this. He didn't go like this. He didn't check his shoulders. He just went like this. And when he sees someone pressing from this angle, he goes, fuck, I have to kick it. It's all about recruitment. Had the same issue with Ralph. We didn't sign a striker. I mean, I thought Brereton was a striker, but I guess not. Fans were dumb as fuck for not looking at what we were bringing to the squad. I love Russell Martin, but people instantly forget he pulled his club back together. Bro, people acted like championship would be a piss take. And then when it wasn't a piss take, they thought, fool, we're so shit. It's like, no, the championship isn't an easy league when you have such a, like when you go from such a low, like we didn't just get relegated, we got fucking destroyed week in, week out. We weren't even competitive. And we came down. Players were wanting to leave. People were upset. as a manager, you're coming in, you have no idea what's happening. You don't know who's going to be here in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You don't know who you can sign. You have to wait for players to leave to bloody sign someone. People don't understand the job Russell Martin did. People just take everything at face value instead of actually looking deep into what happened. And that's why they come to these conclusions that he's a fucking idiot and he should be doing this or that. And it's just like, well, no. People just don't think enough. Take that into any context, mate, and it works a charm. Yeah, some of our players were great last season and not so good in the Prem, and maybe with Russell Martin, but we have to give them a chance and back them. Exactly, like Downs and Harwood. If you were to ask any of us, who was our best defender last year at centre back? Probably Harwood. Who was our best midfielder? Downs. They're playing shit in the Prem. If your best players of last year are playing shit, I mean, what can you do? Yeah, no, it's all about perspective. Like, if Russell Martin, if this continues for 2 months and we're fucking so deep in relegation, it becomes the question of the board, of the owners. Do you accept relegation and rebuild again? Or do you sack him? It's really that question. He needs to find a way of winning. Sometimes it means scrapping and being resilient. I just don't see enough in this team, enough character. I agree. The mentality of this team is wank. And I think I talked about before you were here, Tim. The fact that you can play for 35 minutes, really good, dominant stuff, miss a massive chance, and then never have a shot again and completely collapse, concede goals left, right, and centre. That's a mental block. You can't have that. This fan base is full of nasty cunts. Get a mirror, mate. You'll be talking to one. He's not really here, is he? That can't bear to listen to other points of view. You also have to blindly support absolutely everything, otherwise you'll have abuse hurled at you from every single sad as fuck. No, Sodden HQ. The problem that you have is that you are negative in every facet possible. There is no... It's not even criticism. It is just you complaining to complain. That's the difference. We did scrap out wins and points last season when we played the back five for the last few games. The back five's more defensively secure, but if your players are going to run into each other and give away goals, and it doesn't matter, does it? It's not often lone players sign permanently, so to get Downs and Fraser back is huge, and a lot of players during the season have spoken about Ross Miles' influence. Yeah, he's clearly a good man manager. I mean, that's fairly obvious from the interviews, from the way players speak about him. It's obvious he's a good man manager. We can do it, I believe. I believe. Like this sort of shit, and you wonder why no one respects his opinion. Stop asking for Dibbling and Fernandez to start. They are not the answer. Another centre-back should have fixed us in no time. We didn't need to sign a striker, remember? You all said should trust posts, and that's what I'm doing. You're just whining like a little bitch. Have a good rest of your night, Josh. I'll see you boys tomorrow. Why do you allow comments on that one and then not the rest? As a club, we should be paying our own players rather than spend money on... Well, it depends, right? It depends if your academy has the players. Like Dibbling and Momo clearly are there. But then it's sort of like, are you gonna bank on a 16-year-old, 17-year-old in your academy? If he... Bank on him not leaving, first of all, and then banking on him actually making it, because it is a difficult process to jump into Premier League. Like Dibbling and Momo are general talents. Like the fact they're playing Premier League football at 17 to 18 and they look very good means they're exceptional talents. But then it's sort of like, are you willing to bank on that 16-year-old, that 15-year-old, whatever, to make it into your team instead of signing someone that you know will start, like a Lavia, right? When we signed Lavia as a youth player, you know? It's very difficult to make that decision because it's sort of like, well, we could just sign that other youngster and then we also have that youngster as well. And then if he leaves, it doesn't matter. And then if he makes it through, it's cool, you know? We normally have a couple. I would say Dibbling is the best talent we've had since Ward-Prowse. Who's came through the academy? Ward-Prowse, sure. Easily. Not even close. Because we've always had youngsters that come through and do shit like Obafemi and all that sort of stuff, right? They're just like, yeah, they're just there because we need numbers. But they typically weren't there because they were one of the best players in the team. They were typically there just because we needed a sub, we needed a strike on the bench, we needed something, right? Our academy's been shit. Yeah. It's because we keep losing them all. They always leave. It's because the regulations around young players are shit, in my opinion. If, like Chelsea, how many fucking youngsters they want to sign? You know, they've got like 5 fucking under 21 teams at this point. Only since James Prowse has been small bone, and I wouldn't say small bone is better than Dibbling. Yeah, exactly. Like those sort of players were playing because we had no other options. We needed a backup, like the Obafemis and stuff. Yeah, like Valerie. You have to create them by giving them a chance at the right time. But you also have to trust that they're not going to leave. Like Jimmy J. Morgan, he probably would have been breaking into the team at the same time. Don Bella probably would have breaked into the same in the team at the same time if he didn't get a massive injury last season. Like they would have got chances, but instead they moved, like Cam Doyle as well, moving to Brighton. You're moving to teams that aren't going to give you a chance compared to us. You got to sort of... Musiala was at our academy, but he went to Chelsea at like 13 or something. Midfield was literally James Prowse, Romeo and Højbjerg, yeah. Poor Ralph. Well, don't bring up the strikers, Rogon, because it gets worse. And don't bring up the defence. No, Jimmy J. Morgan got injured like straight away, and then I think he's just in the academy. I don't think he's close to breaking through. But then we had that Gomez guy or whatever who left as well. Like people just leave left, right, and centre. You can't just bank on like, oh, he's in the academy. Like even Dibbling left. Obviously he came back, but he still left. We signed a Moameo from Tottenham. Like players move around all the time. You can't bank on this guy at 14 is going to be, you know, here in 2 years. You know? I have no idea, Alpha. I think it was something like that, eh? Nah. It's the priorities. Like, I understand youngsters, like, football careers are never certain, so you should take the money while you can if like a bigger club offers you a lot of money, like Chelsea would. But then it's sort of like, how much do you trust yourself to actually make it? Because if you back yourself to make it, you shouldn't go to them. You should go to teams you're going to have a chance to break through. But then again, it's like, you know, like Jimmy J. Morgan got injured straight away. You know, imagine if that was a massive injury. Like it's 2 years out. Like the fact he signed that contract could have saved his future, you know, because he'd get so much money from it. You got to figure that way. All right, but I'm going to go because I've got some editing to do and I've got to prepare for tomorrow's stream. Players get poorly advised by agents and as well as parents. I mean, parents see the money. Let's be honest. They see the money and they go, fucking hell, if 10K a week, brilliant, mate. You know? If you can get one player every year and buy players with experience, that's best right for a club. I agree, because a lot of times you're going to have a lot of movement in Southampton, whether that be youth players coming up or players leaving. You always need to replace them. So I feel like I'm really as well. Like I'm a massive youth person. Like if you develop the youth well, you have a spawn of players just waiting for a chance. You know. I appreciate Chester Bad. But yeah, I'll go. I'll see you boys tomorrow for the Everton game. Hopefully, we'll see something. You love kids? Okay. No comment. No, I'm not a 100K YouTube channel yet, so you got to wait till I hit that. Once I get the plaque arrived, then I'll be like, hey, it's time to DM mine it. That's just how it works in the YouTube space. Yeah, but I'll see you boys tomorrow.